Welcome, my friend. Welcome to another FMQ. A seed. A seed that I want to sow to create a richness in your life. The life to come. Because you've already lived a good chunk of your life, or a part of your life, or what? Well, you've lived anyway, because you're listening here. But we've got a runway that needs to be filled, I guess. Needs to be filled. And I heard the other day, and I forgot to make a note of the guy's name, but someone said, everyone has a book inside them. I thought, you see, I get it when people say that, and people literally think, well, I've got this book inside me, I've got to write it. And some actually do write it. I've written a book. I'm not going to say it's a very good one, but it was all about me giving therapy to myself when I went through a dark period. And it was called It Doesn't Have to Be This Way, because that's the way I felt. I didn't want it to be this way. And then I created processes to get me out of that. I know another guy, a friend of mine, who's written 5 books. Five books. And none of them have ever been printed yet. Because he's writing them for himself. He has books inside him that he wanted to write just for himself. Maybe one day he'll let them out. Who knows? But taking that aside, that literal view, everybody's got a book inside them. You know, not everyone wants to write a book, do they? No, not everyone. But I do believe in the metaphor now, because I've got a different take on that. And in this different take, or with this different take, I'd like to use the metaphor to create something special. Yeah. I'd like to be able to create a process, using the metaphor, if you've got a book inside you, to create the life you dream of. To allow those dreams to become your reality. And that'd be good. Because we all have dreams, don't we? And I'm here, well, I'm supporting your dreams. That's one of my aims for this podcast, to support your dreams and support you in achieving those dreams. You know, get you through the naysayers. The people who metaphorically throw rocks at our dreams. Sometimes they try to just hold us back because they don't want to let us go. But we've all got dreams inside us, and I believe those dreams are on our runway for the rest of our life, or they can be. And you see, if you think about the metaphor of having a book inside you, if you think about it, you've got a dedication where you would give thanks to the people in your life. You've got chapters you've already written, the past, the life that you've lived, some shit ones, and there's some great ones. You know there's some great ones. But there's a huge difference in those chapters. But they've already been written, haven't they? Well, maybe not the complete dedication, because you know there may be people you come and find along the way, like the hero's journey. You find mentors, friends, accomplices, people who support you, people who give you maybe a little bit of pushback, the challenges. But the past has already been written. It's all been done. It's been dusted. You got the T-shirt. You've been there, done that, got the T-shirt. And you can't rewrite the past, can you? Well, I think you can, because the past is only your perception of the past, isn't it? And when you change, your perception changes. You see, when we can learn things from the past, it changes its role. The past changes its role because it has new learnings for you. You see, when we, you, I, grow by learning from our experiences, those past chapters, we take on the learnings, they go inside, our perception changes, our view of those events of the past change because we have the learnings, and our beliefs change. We grow. And then, this is what I think, the unwritten part, the rest of your book, the future that hasn't happened yet and is going to come into the now, hasn't happened yet. And it's rich in opportunities, isn't it? Wow, it's so rich because you can create those opportunities with new perceptions, new learnings, new dreams, goals, aims in mind, all of that. And the thing is, keeping that metaphor going, you are the author. You get to decide, no other fucker. Excuse me swearing, but this came out. But no one else has the right to decide how you write your future, how you live your future. And that's where we're going to go on the longer podcast. We're going to dive in deeper because I know there's a process in this metaphor that we can find at least one, if not two processes, maybe more, that's going to allow you to follow the metaphor through, but give your unconscious mind, because it follows metaphors and imagination so much better than you telling it, to create your dreams. So for you to write your dreams, to feel them, and then have them come into fruition. Wouldn't that be brilliant? So what I'm going to ask you to do, a couple of things. I want to get your imagination fired up. So I want you to begin to think, if this was a book, how would you like the final chapters to be? And when I say final, you can have as many as you like, and you can make them as rich and imaginative as you want, because it's yours. And as you do that, you'll get a feeling. So I just want you to think about that for the moment. Just think of the things you'd like to write about, what those chapters may be, if you had that book. And that's what I just want you to think about for the moment. So when we get into that longer, deeper dive, I can get you to hook into and remember the thoughts you've had from now until then. And I'll also get you to think of even richer ones in the longer podcast. I think I can. That's my aim. So we can take this metaphor and allow your unconscious mind to start creating, looking for opportunities to allow those dreams, those goals in mind, those aims to come to fruition. And maybe your imagination along the way will make them bigger and brighter, because you can. Because with each successful step in the now, as it comes along, you'll be able to think, well, if I could do this, what else is available to me? And the only limit is a limit, Cluffy? You saying there's a limit? Yeah, there is a limit. The limit is only your imagination, and you're in charge of that. No other bugger. So allow your imagination to run wild for what you want, what will make you happy, what will make you feel so good, what will give you joy, what will bring love, or any other emotion you want to have. Okay? Because when we get those emotions, everything else will just be right. If you would, just pass this on, pay it forward, so other people can come along into the deeper dive and allow them to write their future. if you do that. And press that subscribe button. So when the longer, deeper podcast comes along, bing, it flashes up for you. And then you can sit back, find a space, because there'll be, if there's a process, it's probably going to be close your eyes a little bit. Maybe just have a pad and pen or a pencil just to make a few notes as well. So you can be fully prepared to create what you want. Yeah. Okay. You go fly, my friend. I'll see you on the deeper dive.
This is Personal Development Unplugged with Paul Clough.
In simplicity, there is genius.
In simplicity, there is genius.